Chrisley Knows Best star Todd Chrisley opened up about weathering a storm during this week's episode of Chrisley Confessions. As those who have been following the news related to this family know, they are very much stuck under a dark cloud right now. Todd and his wife Julie are currently on house arrest after being convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. They face as much as 30 years behind bars for the crimes they've been convicted of. Making things worse, Todd Chrisley also revealed that Nanny Faye was diagnosed with bladder cancer last fall and is currently undergoing weekly treatment. Via his podcast, Todd Chrisley has been very open about how his family is surviving this dark storm. Likewise, he's also told fans the best gift they could give to help support the family during this difficult time. What advice does Todd Chrisley offer for weathering a storm? Todd Chrisley tells his podcast listeners one important thing to remember when weathering a dark storm or a dark cloud is that a storm never lasts forever. He explains that eventually every storm and every cloud runs out of rain. He adds that everything happens for a reason. He's a firm believer in God putting people on the path they are meant to be on. Moreover, Todd Chrisley adds that one big promise God makes is that there will be a rainbow at the end of every storm. Turns out, the Chrisley Knows Best star was so moved and touched by the discussion of weathering a storm that he decided to name the podcast episode after the discussion. The family continues to hold on while drowning. Todd Chrisley also admitted during the podcast that his family is currently drowning in bad press. He opened up about how negatively the bad press was hurting his son Grayson. He explained that Grayson was a very tender-hearted, sensitive, and sweet kid. Todd and Julie do what they can to protect Grayson, but Grayson has had a hard time ignoring all of the bad press. Sadly, Grayson himself hasn't been immune to the bad press, as some outlets have blasted him as spoiled because of his pricey vehicle. Todd's daughter Savannah has also been pretty open about trying to weather the storm her family is currently going through. Initially, Savannah admitted she was a bit upset at God. She, however, has moved past it and now embraces that God has her family on the right path. How do you feel about Todd Chrisley's advice for weathering a dark storm? Let us know in the comments, and keep coming back for more on the Chrisley family. In the world of reality television, the Chrisley family has been a beacon of laughter, love, and Southern charm. However, recent headlines have revealed a different side of the charismatic patriarch, Todd Chrisley, as he candidly admits, "We're drowning." The revelation came as a shock to fans who have grown accustomed to the family's seemingly idyllic life on the hit show Chrisley Knows Best. Yet, true to form, Todd didn't just lay bare his struggles. He offered valuable advice on how to navigate life's storms. The Chrisleys have been no strangers to the public eye, showcasing their extravagant lifestyle, quick-witted banter, and familial bonds. However, Todd's recent admission brought forth a vulnerability rarely seen in the world of reality TV. In an era dominated by curated social media images, the Chrisleys' openness about their challenges added a layer of authenticity that resonated with viewers. "We're drowning," a stark admission that many could relate to, albeit from the unexpected source of a family that seemingly had it all. The revelation came during an episode of the family's podcast, Chrisley Confessions, where Todd and his wife Julie share personal anecdotes, address fan questions, and provide glimpses into their lives beyond the television screen. It was in this unfiltered space that Todd chose to speak candidly about the financial pressures and emotional toll his family was facing. The revelation began a conversation that extended far beyond the confines of their podcast. It sparked discussions about the pressure to maintain appearances, the challenges of financial strain, and the importance of mental health, topics often glossed over in the glitzy world of celebrity culture. Todd's honesty became a catalyst for breaking down the barriers between public figures and their audiences, fostering a sense of empathy and understanding. Todd's advice on how to survive the storms of life came in the form of practical wisdom and a call for resilience. He emphasized the need for open communication within families, urging listeners not to shy away from discussing their struggles. In a society that often glorifies success and masks difficulties, Todd's words served as a reminder that vulnerability can be a source of strength. One key aspect of Todd's advice was financial responsibility. The Chrisleys, who had portrayed an image of affluence and opulence, found themselves grappling with financial challenges that echoed the struggles faced by many families. Todd's message wasn't about accumulating wealth, but rather about managing it wisely, avoiding unnecessary debt, and making informed financial decisions. It was a departure from the typical narrative of extravagance seen on reality TV, offering a dose of reality that many needed to hear. The podcast episode also touched on the importance of mental health and seeking professional help when needed. Todd openly discussed his struggles with anxiety and the impact it had on his life. By sharing his experience, he sought to destigmatize conversations around mental health, encouraging listeners to prioritize their well-being and seek support when necessary. In doing so, Todd dismantled the notion that success and mental health are mutually exclusive, fostering a more compassionate dialogue around the challenges faced by individuals in the public eye. As the news of the Chrisleys' struggles spread, fans rallied behind the family, expressing support and appreciation for their authenticity. The outpouring of empathy highlighted the power of vulnerability in forging genuine connections between public figures and their audiences. In a world saturated with carefully curated images, Todd's willingness to share the unvarnished truth resonated deeply, creating a bridge between the Chrisleys and their fans. The Chrisleys' journey through adversity became a shared experience, transcending the screen and reminding viewers that everyone faces challenges, regardless of their public image. Todd's advice wasn't just for the benefit of his own family. It became a beacon for others navigating turbulent waters. It underscored the importance of resilience, adaptability, and the strength found in community and support. In the aftermath of Todd's revelation, the Chrisley family continued to document their lives on Chrisley Knows Best, albeit with a renewed sense of authenticity. The show, once centered around the family's humorous escapades, now showcased a more nuanced narrative that reflected the highs and lows of real life. The vulnerability displayed by Todd and the entire family transformed their story from a scripted reality show into a genuine portrayal of the human experience. The Chrisleys' journey through financial challenges and emotional strain became a testament to the power of honesty and resilience. Todd's advice, delivered in the midst of their struggles, served as a lifeline for those facing similar storms. It reinforced the idea that survival isn't about maintaining a facade of perfection, but rather about facing challenges head-on, seeking help when needed, and embracing the support of loved ones. In conclusion, Todd Chrisley's candid admission that the family was drowning marked a pivotal moment in the Chrisley narrative. It shattered the illusion of perfection, offering a raw and authentic look into the challenges faced by a family in the public eye. Todd's advice on navigating life's storms resonated beyond the realms of reality TV, sparking important conversations about financial responsibility, mental health, and the strength found in vulnerability. As the Chrisleys continue to share their journey, they serve as a reminder that ultimately, survival is about facing adversity with honesty, resilience, and the unwavering support of those who matter most.